Hello, welcome back to Real Life All Day Every Day. I am your host, Morgan.
And I am your co host, Jennifer.
We're happy to have you here today.
Yes, we are. Oh, I should mention, Morg has a cold, so he might sound a little different,
Yeah, just a little bit.
but hopefully hopefully getting close to the tail end of it.
Yeah.
So you're feeling better, a little better today than you were yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely feeling better.
Good.
I had yesterday off, and so I feel like I slept a good amount of time, and I also did today, which I think that definitely helped for sure. Made sure I'm staying hydrated, drinking water, having some tea, and whatever it was that I don't know, you found on the internet or something
Oh,
like
yeah, we
that,
didn't
or
have turmeric, so we used cumin instead.
yeah.
Seemed to help. It definitely helped your cough. It was just hot water. You put lemon,
Hmm.
honey, and just not even a whole teaspoon of cumin.
Yeah.
And you just drank that, and it seemed to have stopped your cough for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But hopefully I'll sound a little different next episode.
Yeah, you do still sound like yourself. You don't sound like an alien.
Oh my gosh. I knew you would probably say that. You might be an alien, who knows?
Yeah, if I was, no, I wouldn't be an alien. I would be a fairy if I was anything. An Irish fairy. And I would have wings and I could fly.
Yeah.
And that would be so cool.
Oh my gosh. That's kind of funny. Well, well, to segue into this episode, uh, you had mentioned earlier about how you've been reading a lot of labels.
Oh, yes. And I had gotten some onion, like French onion chip dip mix.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I usually read labels if I buy something that's not the normal thing.
Yeah.
But for some reason I didn't. We made the chip dip, we had it, it was good. And then today I decided to read the label and it said may contain bioengineered ingredients.
Hmm.
So I consciously try not to buy stuff that says that.
Yeah.
So I was not happy with myself for not noticing that first because I haven't done any kind of reading or enough research or watched any, I don't know, documentaries or anything about bioengineered ingredients, but I'm
Yeah.
not into that until I understand it, know that it's safe.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use things that have bioengineered ingredients.
But it is kind of hard to kind of stay away from it because it's in a lot of like bioengineered foods are in their ingredients are in a lot of different foods nowadays.
I know, but it's just kind of
So unless you're like really wanting to be like that health uh,
well, and I
conscious,
don't know
then
if it's unhealthy. I just know my first thought without knowing anything is
yeah,
this is probably coming from big farms,
yeah,
commercial farms, commercial farming, because always trying to find a better, faster way to turn things around so more money is made. And that's
yeah,
probably my main concern. Of course, health is my main concern. But it also, I just got a little path off of that is another conversation for another time is are these commercial farms destroying family farming in America? Because that has always been the backbone of I don't know, our food system.
Yeah.
And I know there are videos like on Netflix and stuff that are about our food system. And I actually put a few in my queue. But before I watch any, I have to think about it a little.
Yeah.
Sometimes too much information can really be a bad thing,
Yeah.
you know? Uh, and also, we don't know the motivation behind each film that is made
Hmm.
talking about these. Are they sponsored by a company that farms a certain product? You know, I just don't know that. And so there a lot of time could go into figuring out and researching like who made these, why did they make these, are they objective,
Yeah.
are they sponsored? And I don't know. I figure we all have to take a minute and decide. I don't want to have bioengineered ingredients right now.
Yeah.
And maybe someday I'm gonna do some more research about whether commercial farms are, pushing family farms out. Um, I just hope I would want in our community here. I always hope we have family farms because we're surrounded by them.
Well, I mean, it's just like with, the what's going on with like eggs in general at grocery stores.
Yeah,
The price of eggs is outrageous.
I'm not sure. Is that? I think it's because of the bird flu. I'm not
It's
sure.
yeah, right now it's mainly because of the bird flu, but regardless, the price of eggs is outrageous, and so you go to a grocery store expecting you can get a dozen eggs for a good price, and then you look at the price and it's somewhere between $7 to $8.
I know that's crazy.
So
Remember, I don't know how long ago. Maybe it was a year or two ago. The big farm up north of here,
the
maybe
yeah
20 miles north. They had, I think they had a fire, and it
yeah they
killed a
did
lot of their chickens. So that caused the prices locally to go up.
yeah
But um, I feel great knowing we're surrounded by family farms, and we have a lot of them who just don't use any of the hormones and everything, and we have
yeah
some that have raised free range chicken and all that, and those are all the foods that, in quotes, the experts say that we should eat. Of
right
course, they are more expensive because farming that way is apparently more expensive.
yeah
But I wouldn't feel so great if I knew there was a big, huge commercial farm up there. And I don't know. I just like to know the family farms are small. And there's some of them are actually like co ops
yeah
where you can pay before the season and then you get like, you okay?
okay
Those co ops where you pay ahead of the season a certain amount and you get whatever they're, if it's a farm that is growing things, you get a basket a week or every 2 weeks. I tried to sign up for one last summer, well, late spring, but the slots were already taken because they can only take so many.
right
So this year we have to look at that sooner. I wasn't planning on talking so much about the farms, but yeah, eggs are expensive.
yeah. Well, I mean, you have always said to kind of like when it comes to stuff like that at the grocery store with high prices and certain things, it's just to like really be your own expert. If you really want to look into why it's so much, or you want to look for something that's like that product, but it's at a different store
Mm-hmm.
for a cheaper price, then you know,
I remember when we used to have grocery ads,
yeah,
paper delivered. Um, we had 3 stores here, grocery stores. So I would just open all 3 of the ads, sit at the table and look and compare. First I'd look at the protein, then I'd look at the dairy
right,
stuff that we got every week, and see who had the best price. Sometimes a store would just be like one penny difference from another store,
Yeah.
which cracked me up. And so if it was, I don't know, 8 or 10 miles away, I would just not drive that far to save a penny.
Yeah.
But I miss those ads because you can't do that. I suppose there's a way online if you're on a laptop.
Hmm.
You can't open the paper, open the pages, and compare online. Like, I'm tired of looking at everything online. I want the paper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but oftentimes, like, I know I get what you're saying about like it's nice to have a physical copy of it. However, most of the like grocery stores in general,
Yeah.
they usually have paper. They usually have the paper ads still in the store. So
Yeah,
that's
but
that's the
yeah.
drawback is you don't know what you're going in there to get, and so that's why they've done it the way they do, where they'll have them at a stand, and then you look at the whole ad while you're there, so you're in there longer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Well, then, so now you have to go drive to each store and get the ad.
Yeah.
And maybe you get tired of doing that, and so you wind up at one and you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to shop here. But for like when I used to do that comparing, I don't do it so seriously anymore, but
Yeah.
I do like to do it.
Yeah.
That's when you guys were little, and I had to, you know, really think about the prices. And that's when coupons were really, really effective.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, and there's so many things to watch out for, but reading labels, that's how we started, was
Yeah.
got to read the labels. You just can't take somebody's word for it. Oh, I tried this and it was so good, and you got to try it. I'm always a little skeptical. Like, no, let me check the ingredients first. Well, and if you have allergies or um, on a gluten-free diet or can't eat dairy or whatever, it's even more important to check
Hmm.
what the ingredients are.
Yeah.
So, and that's when a menu comes in handy, right, Morg? Because
Yeah.
if you have like a menu that you rotate, let's say you have four, and you rotate them, then you know what ingredients you're buying to make those things,
Yeah.
those dinners. And when we talk about menus, we should just let everybody know we're talking about dinner.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we put on our menu because we just want to know what we're having for dinner.
Yeah.
Because, like, we're both on our own during the day.
Hmm.
But I know some may need to have a breakfast and lunch menu, and I just prefer to have the same thing for breakfast every day,
Hmm.
just to make life easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to be our own experts about reading the labels, especially if we were to, well, if somebody has a serious allergy,
Yeah.
that's even more important reason to read labels.
True. And earlier you were actually talking about how, like, you brought up a good question, which was, how can we, or better yet, what can we do to make sure our voices are heard?
Oh, right. I was kind of thinking of, in our government, we are supposed to be represented. And I wonder how often people feel like we do or I do, is that, nobody's representing the average person like us. They don't know what our needs really are or our concerns. Sometimes you watch the news and you hear about what's going on in like state government and you think, I just heard something about them um, wanting to change something about how teachers are paid or something, basing it on merit.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, who comes up with some of these ideas? I mean, they have like little get togethers once in a while, but
Yeah.
It's not the thing people do anymore is go to a gathering and voice their opinion. People are busy. And
Yeah.
if they're young families, they're even busier.
Mm-hmm.
So you ever feel like your voice isn't heard? Like, and if you had an opinion, you'd want to give it. I did once email the governor's office, voice an opinion about something.
Yeah.
And because my thought is, well, I guess you should go almost straight to the top, because
Yeah.
if the road to get your voice heard is too complicated, none of us are going to want to do it.
Yeah.
But we need to try. And we really do need to try to figure out how we get heard. Like, is there the local city government that we can say, hey, we have suggestions, we have ideas, we have complaints, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Where can you go? You don't see that advertised anywhere.
Yeah.
And it ought to be. I know they list in the newspaper like the representatives,
Mm-hmm.
and I do not know if they put their email or anything, but that's kind of social media and everything is the way to go. However, I don't mean entirely the way to go. Like sometimes people have opinions, they put them on Facebook.
Yeah.
What does that do though? Is that effective?
I mean, honestly, well, okay. The way that I've viewed it the last few years is just like, and I mean, you've noticed I'm rarely on my phone on Facebook anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If I am, I'm ever talking to you or uh, someone else in the family or an extended friend that I haven't talked to in a long time,
Right.
However, like that's usually what I just strictly use it for now because back when I was in high school, there was consistent banter and complaining, and I was like, "Why are you're just going on this social media platform to post about it to the public,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not accomplishing anything but you know putting out there that you're complaining."
Yeah.
So there's that aspect, and then there's the aspect that's actually really helpful, where it's like people are actually putting out positive information that's going to help someone out, or I don't know.
Right. And there's even a lot of that. There's a lot of good people on different social media
Yeah,
platforms that are very encouraging and uplifting, and if that's what people want. I
yeah,
mean, you find what you're looking for. If somebody wants to find a person to fight with about politics, well, you're going to find that pretty easy.
yeah,
If you want to find a group you can join that is everyone who loves Labrador retrievers, you can find that too. You can find anything.
yeah,
You'll find what you're looking for. But just voicing social media has its pluses and minuses, but just voicing an opinion there isn't going to really make a difference.
right, yeah,
Uh, when there's representatives in government that are in a position to at least try, hopefully,
yeah,
if they know people are concerned about a specific issue. If we had flooding right here all the time now, we
yeah,
can go on and complain all we want on Facebook. It's not going to do a thing. We go to like the city environmental department and say, we're underwater here. We need some help. Well, then we'll probably find what we're looking for. So we
true,
need to kind of find the source that can help. And it's okay to talk to other people, but we have to be, I guess we have to be our own advocate for finding answers
yeah,
and not just waiting and relying on someone else to find the answers for us. That's part of life, right? You learn as you go along.
exactly,
Find out that you're the one who has to find the answers.
yeah.
It can be fun. You're not
I guess
smiling
it.
as
I
if
guess
it's
it.
fun.
I guess it could be. And then yeah, I don't know. I just don't know because I mean, there's multiple platforms out there. Obviously, Facebook's not just the only one.
Right. And there's new ones that come up too.
Yeah.
And then I ask you 50 times, like, what is this one for? What do people use this for? Is it just for texting? Is it for pictures? What is it?
Yeah. And then you start getting into the apps, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if I like this. You also talked about earlier that I should bring up a recipe that I concocted.
Oh, yeah, that pork loin roast you made. So good.
Yeah. I didn't post a picture about it on Facebook or anything. I should have,
Oh, yeah.
because I usually do that.
Yeah.
But it was just pork roast, and then I used um, chicken better than bouillon,
Mm-hmm.
and chopped one yellow onion fine. Did some diced potatoes, chili and garlic, sea salt, and black pepper.
Oh, yeah. Well, you had
Oh,
a
and
special
there was one
ingredient,
of yeah. I was like, wait a minute, there's one thing I didn't remember. It was pear juice.
like from a can of pears.
Yeah, canned pear
Ooh,
juice.
that's what it was so good.
Yeah.
You just poured it over it before you baked it and then seasoned it?
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. And I told you, you better make that again.
Yeah. So I luckily enough remembered to put a note in my keep about what measurements and stuff I had for it. So,
Yeah, that is really, really good.
hmm I don't know. Maybe we'll try something else next time. That's not as sweet, but
No, it wasn't really too sweet. It was
yeah,
just the right amount of.
I guess savory.
It was sweet and savory, but not sweet, sweet. It was just that little touch of flavor
Hmm
that you're like, I wonder what that is.
Yeah, that's true. And you had some reminders for us?
Oh, yes. I was just thinking it's February and I don't know, good time to think about like how is the car running? Does it need a tune up? Um, in our case, we have a cracked windshield that we need to get fixed. We're going to get a couple new tires, and it's a good time of year to check it because we notice all the time when the weather changes.
Hmm
We finally got some great snow. When it gets cold, the tire pressure seems to we lose a little, so we go in and get it checked, and they add some air to them. So for like whatever transportation you use, it's good to get those things checked. And also, um, I need to order some new glasses. And
Yeah,
I think there's a doctor appointment I need to make. But this is a good time of year to do it when it's cold. Well, here it is cold,
yeah,
and you have to spend more time inside unless you're going skiing all the time. And you can just write down what you need to do and make the appointments. And also, pets. Are the pets up to date? Have they had their checkups, their vaccinations? Are you getting pet food? I used to get it delivered from Amazon, which was really great. I think I'll do that again.
yeah.
And we have the. I'm gonna have to spell it more because she'll hear it and want one, and we're out of them. We've been given her GREENIES, one a night.
Uh-huh.
Keeps those teeth nice and clean. So I give it to her and say, okay, go brush
Yeah.
your teeth. Uh huh. And we we're out of them, and I found if I did the subscribe and save on Amazon, I got a pretty good price on those.
Yeah.
And I bought a huge bag of them. I can't remember how many there were.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 190, I'm guessing. So I'm going to redo that. I'm not sure why I switched and we started buying them at the store, but we'll do that because she gets the tiny ones. So if you have, those are just reminders. I can't, oh yeah. If you, whenever you have to renew your tags on your car, mark it on your calendar. So every year you remember to do it before or by the date that they expire. And we no longer have the safety inspection, but we do have emissions tests.
Yeah.
So car needs to have that done. So I put all this on the Google Calendar normally,
Mm-hmm.
and I also write it on my paper calendar that I hang on the wall by my desk.
Right.
Because I can't get away from paper. Gotta have some paper. And I like looking at calendars. Just check, just at a glance, see what's coming up. Your birthday's coming up. Oh my.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Yep.
What do you want for your birthday?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure.
You don't know one.
New shoes. Yeah.
You like a certain brand, so I'll look for those.
New shoes. Let's see. Hold on.
You want the Vans, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, a new pair of Vans would be nice. I do actually have an old pair of Vans that I was given a few years back, and
Are they still in good shape, or are they getting worn out?
the top of one of the shoes and the bottom of the same shoe have a hole on both sides, so I need a new pair.
Don't you think it'd be cool to have a pair of shoes for every happy holiday throughout the year? Like, okay, Valentine's Day's passed, but wouldn't you like a pair of red shoes? Like, not sparkly red for a guy, but just red.
No, I think I'll take sparkly red.
Sure. You would never wear them.
Hey, you never know. They might make some sparkly red Vans. They might actually look kind of cool.
Oh my gosh. But what if they made some for one of my favorite months of the year, March?
They probably do have some type of
Leprechaun Vans. Oh.
Maybe not leprechaun Vans, but maybe some type of leprechaun design on the shoe.
Or green. Green. Ooh, that'd be cool. Okay, Mark. Anything else? Is there anything you want?
Probably a new Switch game.
New Switch game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. See, that's the tough part. When it comes time for like my birthday or Christmas and people ask me what I want, I'm like, I don't know. I should know.
Yeah, and I think about things like once we were in the hospital, I can't remember why. I must have had to have a test or a doctor appointment or something.
Mm-hmm.
And we went in the gift shop.
Yeah.
Remember they had those front door mats?
Yeah.
Nice brand. I think it was called Evergreen. And you could switch out the design in the very middle, like the mat itself was pretty big.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't slide around. And then you could take out the middle part for like different seasons or holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that so much. And so I drop the hints not all the time, but several times a year to you guys. I really want one of those for my birthday or Christmas or something.
An interchangeable mat to put my feet on every time I walk through the door.
Yes. Well, I like them because they're a decent size and they don't slide around.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Speaking of which, we need a mat right in the front door there.
Yeah. Because you always tell me to take my shoes off after work, and I'm like, I don't want to leave them out there.
Nobody's going to steal your shoes, but okay.
I mean, yeah, nobody's going to want to steal a pair of non-slip Crocs.
No way. Are they really Crocs?
Yeah. I just went for the cheap pair of shoes. Okay, I know I got to get better shoes too because those do not have good arch support. Um, but I don't
Are
know.
they non-stick?
They're non-slip.
Oh, I guess you want them to be stick.
Yeah,
Shoes stick, non-slip. They're really Crocs make non-slip?
yeah, but it's like an off-brand version of Crocs. It
Oh,
was like literally like a Walmart brand.
oh, Morgan, you have to buy good shoes for
I
work.
know that. I know that. And honestly, I'm going to get a new pair soon. I
Knowing and doing are two different things.
just like how you know you can clean off a dining room
Stop it.
table.
Creative minds need inspiration.
Need a mess in front of them.
Yeah, you definitely have to wear good shoes. Well, we all should wear good shoes.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're going to the beach, you just wear your flip flops.
I don't even know how we got on that subject because I mean I don't want non-slip shoes for my
For your
birthday.
birthday.
I don't know. See, I'm simple. I don't really want much, but I just don't know what I want.
But you just want something to unwrap. You want,
Yeah.
well, you want more than one something to unwrap. I remember there was a time when you thought that every birthday you got that number of presents.
Heck, yeah. I mean, hey, if you want to get me 30 presents this year, I'll take it.
Oh, jeez. 30 different packs of gum?
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
kidding.
Probably.
Since
You
you
probably
love
would.
gum. I don't even remember when that started that you loved gum so much.
It was in like high school. But it was because people kept mooching, like I kept mooching off of people for gum. And so I had to take my own, and then I would have 2 packs on me. And by the end of the day, I would go home with one of them empty. Because there were so many people that wanted gum.
I bet the teachers didn't like that at all.
No. Literally every time they saw you chewing gum, they made you throw it out. So, I don't know.
I just, every now and then I want gum, but not all the time.
Well, yeah, what is it that you usually say? You're always like, even if I'm chewing gum for like 10 minutes and
It
it's like the
makes
same
my
piece, you're like,
jaw hurt
yeah.
if you chew gum the same piece too long. I'm not kidding. It's just like on the what were we watching? Was it NASCAR? Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
when
the NASCAR
NASCAR,
race today.
when it had a rain delay today,
Hmm.
and the commentators were talking, and I was sitting over there on the couch. I'm like, can they just please take a break or something? They were talking so much, it's hurting my jaw. I'm just like, and besides, when do they breathe?
Yeah.
You just watch them, you're just like, huh? You guys take a breath.
That's
But
true.
NASCAR is like, I guess it can be as frustrating as NFL. Yeah.
Yeah.
My driver, at least he finished the race. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I quit bragging.
Yours finished, just not in the top 20.
Yeah.
I'm
Honestly, yeah, I
sorry.
was shocked that he literally even finished, but like, ugh.
But he started way up there in the top 5.
He started in 4th, and I was
Oh,
like, that's awesome.
I
And
know.
then it just tanked in the last 10 laps.
Well, and I think it's exciting to watch. It
Yeah.
really is. And I make fun and say, "Oh, when it rains, like you said, it started sprinkling on turn 2."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh no, we better get the babies out of the rain." I'm just kidding. I don't think any of them are babies, but if I had my way, they'd race in all kinds of weather, because that's a sign of skill. If you can race
Well,
in the rain and stuff, maybe you can't go 200 miles an hour, but
if you can't go 200 miles an hour on a speedway, you can't go 30
fine.
miles an hour. I mean, they do races, which that's fun to watch.
That is. They're
But
kind of slow, though. I mean, what I mean is,
I mean, on a speedway where they're going upwards to 200 miles an hour,
fine. Okay, I'll give you
that's
that
going to
one.
cause way more wrecks, and I guarantee 3/4 of the field would be out of the race by then.
Hmm. Well, if you make the conditions, if you make it so, oh, we can only race if it's like sunny and perfect weather or close to perfect. Well, it's like what they did to football in the NFL. I want them playing on grass, in the snow, in the rain, in the whatever,
Yeah.
because that shows what a winner is. If you can play through all that and still play well and have a good scheme and everything, that's impressive. If you're going to have a perfect field that's all turf, that's whatever, and it's lit and it's covered, the dome has a cover, and we're only going to play when it's perfectly sunny. Why? The guys who race the bikes over in, is it Italy, France, wherever,
Yeah.
they don't always have perfect weather conditions. They still have to ride their bikes outside.
Yeah, but they're riding just bikes, like pedal bikes. They're
Yeah.
not riding, they're not driving like a big, heavy race car, like stock car.
All right, I'll try to be more understanding. I'll try. I might not succeed, but
I mean, heck, this coming from the person where you can watch a NASCAR race where they're going close to 200 miles an hour up front, yet you get on a highway or a freeway, and if I'm driving, I try to get up to the speed so that way I'm going with the flow of traffic, and then you're like, slow down, you're going too fast, and the speed limit's like 80 miles an hour. I'm not going to go 50, 60 miles an hour in an 80-mile-an-hour
I never told you to
zone.
drive 50 or 60 in an 80.
You've done that before.
I have?
Yeah.
80 seems way too fast on our freeways here. I just think, oh
I
man,
don't
I
even know
sound
if
like
that's what it is, but it's probably it's probably at least 75.
75, yeah. But okay, Morgan, we're going to go somewhere the end of this month, so you're going to drive and okay, yeah. Freeways, make me nervous anyway. I sound like a grandma, and I'm not.
Well, you're going to be.
Wow. Yeah, I don't like semis on the freeway, and I don't know how we got on this subject. Oh, we were talking about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had 3 different times in this episode where we've segued into random topics talking about something, and I'm like,
Well,
okay,
that's real life, isn't it?
that is
It
true.
really is.
But that was all of the reminders, I believe.
Yes, that's all the reminders.
And to leave you guys with a thought for the week, this one is by Ivan Panin, and he is quoted saying, "For every beauty there is an eye somewhere to see it. For every truth there is an ear somewhere to hear it. For every love there is a heart somewhere to receive it."
That is so nice.
So,
There's a lot of wonder in this world, a lot of magic and beauty.
yeah, I agree.
Thank you for that. I'm glad you found that one.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was fitting because also it's the month of February, so Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I hope everyone has a nice week and want y'all to be happy, healthy, and safe.
yep. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.